Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We will be discussing why the West Coast is superior to the East Coast, and I am Sam Knudsen.
I'm Coby Hall.
And I'm Cameron White.
And like I said, we'll be showing you why the West Coast is better. And so, first, the cities. There's big cities that run up and down the West Coast, such as Los Angeles, San Diego, and Seattle, and those are just a few to name. And all these cities, they're very unique in their own ways, but they all offer family-friendly vibes, as long as, or as well as just hanging out with other people with nightlife and all that stuff. So you get all that good stuff. And these cities all offer plenty of opportunities. I mean, like, entrepreneur-wise, a few companies that have been started there are Facebook, Google, YouTube, Twitter, Microsoft, eBay, and Yahoo. And these are just a few, I mean, big names, organizations, and that just shows you how successful you can become just moving to these cities and all the connections you can build from not even going to school in these cities, just with the friendly people around. And the cities are also very open, and by that I mean sexuality-wise and race-wise. It's a very relaxed vibe around there. By there I mean cities, and yeah, they're just open to whatever you're feeling. And so now I'm going to talk about the beaches. And these beaches, just like the cities, are all unique, but I mean, it kind of depends on the beach, but really all of them have the party vibes, which I know young kids like, us college students really like for spring break and stuff, but they also have family vibes. And I mean, who doesn't really like a beach that you can just relax and chill, even if it's just with your friends or whatever. And they also include all these hidden coves and stuff, which is something the East Coast is not known for, and the West Coast, I mean, it is obviously known for. And these also come along with those family vibes. So now I'm going to talk about the terrain. And so California, Oregon, Nevada, Washington, whatever, or all over the West Coast has 4 seasons, and skiing, surfing, hiking are 3 of the big points throughout these states on the West Coast. And I think it's just very important for people to grow up, or at least experience what all 3 of them are like. And it's just nice to have a city or a coast that offers all that.
So as you can see, there are a lot of benefits to living in the West Coast, and compared to that, as you can see on the slide, they also have the largest bookstore in Oregon. And a quote from thebustle.com, which is a website that studies, like, as shown in the article, 12 of the biggest bookshops in the world from When You Want to Lose in Literature, by Emma Outland. She says, Powell's bookstore boasts an impressive 68,000 square feet of retail sales floor on which you can browse over 1 million books. The store reportedly purchases 3,000 used books per day, which has given me serious bookshelf envy. With that many books, you'll need a map to find your way around, and the store provides one. So as you can see through this, like, it's just one of the biggest bookstores in the world, and it really gives a benefit over the East Coast, and it just shows another reason why it's better than the East Coast. And then along with that, on my next slide, you can see there are big companies that have been founded there, including Starbucks, Trader Joe's, and In-N-Out. First off, Starbucks, they were founded in the Pike Place Market, March 31st, 1971 in Seattle, Washington. So it just shows that in the East Coast it's bigger and better, and it's something that grows, and they create a lot of jobs and different types of companies that come out of there. Along with that, you can see they have the In-N-Out Burger that was in California, and this happens to be one of the bigger restaurants known around town and stuff. It happens to be one of the bigger places that people go to and causes tourism that wouldn't be there if it was not founded there, and it just shows to be and have more benefits than the East Coast. Then lastly, they also have Trader Joe's that was founded there. That was in 1958, Pasadena, California. Just shows another place that has been founded there and is something that has grown across the world, throughout the Midwest and other places in the United States. And that just happens to be a super positive factor to bring people in and out and causing tourism and stuff. So, yeah.
I'll be talking more about the culture and stuff of the West Coast. The West Coast has several influencer rappers. The East Coast had a few. The East Coast had people like Notorious B.I.G. and Jay-Z. However, the West Coast had several memorable artists that people still talk about to this day that some people weren't even alive for during their career. They had Tupac Shakur. I mean, he died in the late 1990s, and a lot of us weren't born yet, but a lot of us still talk about it in his rap music. Dr. Dre's still alive. He's still producing music. He's still finding up-and-coming artists. He's still inspiring people. He's still motivating the youth to follow their dreams and do this and that. And if they want to be in the rap career, then just keep working on it. They have Snoop Dogg. Everyone knows Snoop Dogg. He was big in the rap game. He still makes music to this day. Kendrick Lamar is one of the younger rappers that is more of our generation. He's still making music. He's still collabing with people, still dropping albums and all that. Next, the West Coast is probably one of the cleanest areas in the United States, because if you go to places like California and you go to Walmart, you don't have the choice with just plastic bags. They have paper bags that you can recycle. They got plastic recyclable bags and metal cans to recycle. They have all types of things set up all around the area, especially along the beach. They have tons of cans to where you can either recycle your trash, you can throw cans in there to recycle. And I got this from the Odyssey online. That's where the source came from for this one. Basically, just they don't like to have a lot of trash laying around. They always got bins for recycling. They always got reusable things. If you go to some Walmarts, they have reusable bags where you pay I think it's $5. You get a bag and you just come in and use it every time you come in. On top of that, I didn't get a slide for it, but also stress is a lot lower on the West Coast due to the fact that in many regions they have legalized the use of marijuana, both recreational and medical, such as California legalizes both medical and recreational, which the difference is recreational is more for people who have anxiety, depression and stuff like that, to help them feel normal and feel good. Whereas medical is if you have lower back pain, crank in your neck, pain in your shoulder, your joints, all that. The other two places that have legalized it are Washington. However, Washington has only legalized it for the medical use and not recreational. Or no, I said that backwards, my fault. They use it for recreational, not medical. But Oregon has it legalized both recreational and medical. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the weather. So down south in the East Coast, you still get all 4 seasons. It still gets chilly in winter. And you still get all the seasons like fall and stuff. However, in the south of the West Coast, it stays pretty much warm year round. And that will conclude our presentation.